Okay, it's another Mad Dog Mountain Arts video where we're gonna cut some rock, I guess, and I was like outside trying to take apart ooh la la shed here, or half-ass shed, wannabe shed, you know, more like lean-to, and try to burn because before you know it, it's gonna be it'll be a burn ban in BC, I'm sure. It usually is. I made some videos today. We're down at the tide flats. So if they don't all make it onto my TikTok, you guys can jump on over to my YouTube and check that out. It was stinky down there, and I didn't have much interesting to say as I don't know. Today is a painful day for me. It's like my hip pain's so bad I can barely even think. So just kind of trying to clean up a little bit. I figure even if you're crippled, you can probably, even if you did an hour of your outside chores a day or whatever, you'd get something done, right? Something done. So what I'm thinking is I want to rake that. I want to throw it on the fire over here. And maybe we'll saw up a couple rocks. And I usually like to do that on my TikTok because then I can show you guys the rocks and pause. And then I can show the rocks and then I can pause. And then I can unpause after the sign's done and show you the rock. So, but give me a minute before we get started here. So I just wanted to say I'm going to rake that up. We got ocean videos. And a lot of pain. So let's see how much we can get done for all you disabled folk out there, pushing limits, right? Or I guess I should say even regular folk, right? If you are a person that likes to push the limits, if you're not, it's still cool. Try it. All right, let's trail on over the other way. Do you guys think that it's weird to is it okay to be a person that just always wants another person around? Do you guys think that's kind of weird? Is that a wrong thing? I mean, what if I just don't want to make chicken dinner for one person, but I still always want to make chicken dinner, right? But I'm not going to make chicken dinner for me, It's there's a lot of things where people are level up, power up, and it's yeah, okay, right? I don't know. I can power up, but did I say that I wanted to, right? Did I say that I just want to spend my whole life leveling up here so that I have self-worth and all that? Just saying, it's okay to be a person that wants other people, isn't it? You're not people, I gotta have everybody, but person. Anyway, so I don't know if you've seen me do this a million times, but here's my rock garden. And here's look at those guys. Cute, right? Every year they're so cute. And there's a disgusting worm. Ugh. I like how they look. I really like how the buds look. So this garden here kind of hit and miss. It's, I don't know. There's not a lot of ground in there, so it seems like strawberries are cleaning it up pretty good. And see how I kind of had some of these slate pieces here, but I don't really like them anymore. That's a piece of serpentine, I'm sure, but I was gonna use these flats somewhere else, so I've kind of been moving them to the side. Here's a shell. I've kind of got a row of rhubarb here. That's what it is, rhubarb. And they're cute. But I was thinking about moving just all of these actually just right out of here and just letting it go. Might be able to do that. Little bits every day, and then those are purple irises, but again, and there's some chives in there, and some echinacea, some sage. Do better, right? Okay, I built you a rock stand. All right, so a lot of these I didn't even like bring here, these guys. So they're kind of like not really the ones that I would prefer to have there. I'm just gonna move some of these leaves because in previous years where I've like just straight up raked in here, I always like bust the tops off my rhubarb, and then I am sad. So I'm just gonna try to like lightly rake around it, and I'm gonna move some of these slabs to the side, and then put them on the fire, and then hopefully I'll show you guys some of the rocks that I want to cut up. All right. Okay, just kidding. So even moving some of these leaves with my hands was detrimental to the rhubarb. You got to be really careful about like the shoots. And then I tried to like do them in this like nice line, but didn't really stay like that. So I got some nice leaves on them though. It takes rhubarb. I started these rhubarbs from seeds, and everyone's always like, you started them from seeds? And I'm like, yeah, I started them from seeds. And so they've taken like a while to get going, but pretty much like all of them came up, and I feel like maybe if I'd put them in a better... And that's a nice rock. Maybe if I'd put them in a better spot, they wouldn't be so small. But I do have a nice line of them going here, and every year I do kind of feel like they get a little bit bigger, but they're getting a little crowded out also by strawberries, and henbit. I don't know if you guys know what henbit is, but it looks like a strawberry, but it's actually like a weed and has rhizomes like a strawberry. It's very annoying. Very, very annoying. So, imagine if you had to do your whole yard and all you could do was like pick up the leaves and fluff them to the side. It'd take a long time. I know, Wolfie, he's watching a show, and then I gotta go in there and be like, hey, what's up, buddy? But I just wanted to cut a couple rocks first, and then, go back to like mom life. Took him down the ocean today, and it was pretty good. But if you can see in my videos, he like straight up just started running through the puddles, just like kids do, and like filled up his boots with salt water. So guess I'm gonna have to wash those out next. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, that's a Mad Dog Mountain Arts video. Here's what we're kind of looking at. Right? Aren't they nice? See? So this is like almost like 4th year rhubarb now. And so see, like they're definitely not as big as if they'd been transplanted, I think. But I do have quite a bit of them coming up. Like I didn't really plant this many. They've been spreading. So that's okay. Okay, that's a Mad Dog Mountain Arts video. A West Coast gardening video, I guess. Hey, I finally made one. I'm really not into gardening. I feel depressed. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.